Hey everybody, Jonathan Broadbent here. It is 5 o'clock on the nose on Wednesday, November 8th. And today I want to talk about Will Smith, the actor. I am of that certain age where I grew up on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and I think without exception, I love Will Smith's acting in his movies. I think he's a phenomenal actor. And starting with, actually, I was aware of him in his rap role, Fresh Prince at DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince before he launched his acting career. But anyway, I wish I was more of a tennis fan than I am. Every once in a while, I catch professional tennis and it's amazing. I don't actually claim to know all that much about all the strategy and everything, but the athleticism is incredible. And of course, I have been aware of the Venus and Serena Williams family forever. Everyone has. You can't be alive and on Earth and not know about Venus and Serena. They were phenomenal. They changed and like opened a lot of eyes to tennis. So what do Venus and Serena Williams and Will Smith have to do with each other? I stumbled onto a movie really because I saw that Will Smith was in it and watched this movie where Will Smith plays the father of Venus and Serena Williams. So they go back and sort of recreate the circumstances that led to their great phenomenal success. I don't want to give too much away because I recommend the movie. I think it's phenomenal, but there are elements of the movie that remind me of pretty much every profession you can think of. Being a lawyer, law firms, doctors and hospital staff, and certainly finance. So I have probably more than my regular fair share of exposure to a whole bunch of people that work in finance who got really big and very, very successful financially. And here's the correlation that I see. Again, I don't want to give too much away of relative to the movie with Will Smith in it. You should go and see it. But basically it boils down to this: the path of least resistance in a lot of professions, and even getting into professional sports and music and getting signed on a record label and getting produced and all that stuff, the corporate quick money types of interests can often override our desire to be genuine people. And that is a huge element of that movie. Again, I hope I'm not giving too much away, but it is a really big element. You got to stay true to yourself, whatever that is, whoever you are. And the temptation is huge, especially if you're in an area where, let's say, you come out of college and you have a lot of debt or something, you get signed for some law firm, or you get picked up by a pharmaceutical company or something. It can be really tempting, and the pressure is huge to comply with all the stuff that they want to feed you and just do the thing, sell the stuff. There are, however, some people for whom that does not sit well, and I'm one of them. The idea that I'm going to go in and just simply, I was instructed for years, I had to go to this weekly sales meeting. I wasn't in sales and I wasn't supposed to be selling stuff. But I've seen it, a lot of it. And it's basically, here's the thing that do we want you to sell now because this is really profitable. And here are some ways of pitching it to people to make it sound appealing. None of that has anything to do with being in that professional, whatever it is. Finance, I just gave some examples: finance, medicine, healthcare, pharmaceuticals, law firms, etc. But what happened to allowing room for professional development and for people to be skilled and competent? That is missing in a lot of these things. And the output, the result is kind of apparent when you listen to today's music. I mean, I'm sorry, if you're a kid and you're really into whatever the latest pop thing is, but I gotta say, the overwhelming majority of it is garbage. Um, there are it's just how quickly can we produce a thing and get it to market and just tell people this is what you like now. You see it in these commercials that are nonstop for pharmaceuticals. Take these pills and it'll make you happy and better, and your skin will be clearer, and you'll be skinny, and you'll lose weight, and you'll be more awake, and it's just it's product sales. And in my world, and the reason that I started UnWoke is, I mean, I've seen a lot of it and it's rampant and I already don't like it. But when ESG showed up, it's that on steroids. It is such a damaging, manipulative tool that allows a select group to just jam this sales idea to jam product down people's throats. And for people like me that want substance, I want to be able to see, what is it you're defining? How are you defining for me that this is a good thing? It bothers me that so few people are willing to take that step and ask those questions, and it bothers me, and it should bother everybody universally, that those of us who ask those questions are treated like we're some sort of pariah. I get shadow banned on social media, canceled on platforms. That's stuff that cannot continue. So I'm going to continue to fight back against that. Watch the movie, but more importantly, go unwoke. Thanks for listening.